Welcome to the day 2 of the knowledge monetization challenge. Today we are going to be exploring niche and markets because a lot of you have skills, a lot of you have intelligence in different sectors, but you don't know how to package it, how to actually categorize it in an industry so that it can profit you. In today's class, that is what we are going to be doing. Now, today we are going to be discovering your own niche. I'm going to be helping you discover your niche. And also, we are going to be testing if that niche is going to be profitable for you to give you the freedom you deserve. The sad truth is that the market decided for me, and I had no choice than to just stick with it. A lot of you have skills, a lot of you have beautiful intellect. You personally want to test, go into that thing that you said you love. But the problem is that that thing may not be able to pay you as much as you think. When I was starting out on this internet space, I never saw myself teaching copywriting. In fact, what I wanted to do was totally different. But finally, I ended up here. And how did I end up here? The market demanded for copywriting. The market demand for copywriting was more than anything I tried in the marketplace. I wanted to do motivational speaking. I wanted to do various things, but the market said, hey, Boss Uzi, you need to stick with copywriting. I've always wanted to be a sales coach, a marketing coach, all those viral stuff you see on internet. But somehow, I streamlined. The market chose for me. The market said, Boss Uzi, you need to be a copywriting coach. And that is where I'm transcending in today. Well, I also wanted to be a financial content creator, just like talking about financial related topic on YouTube. I just wanted to be that person because I was triggered when I read this book, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I also wanted to become a personal development coach like Brian Tracy. You see, all those things I learned, all those things I was studying, all those things I was reading about, they were shaping my mentality. And that is why I told you that in the last class we did, I told you that mindset is a compendium of the people you spend your time with and the environment you dwell in. Because of these people, I was around these people, it's shaping my mentality. It almost conformed me to a skill that the markets did not demand at that point, especially as a beginner. So this was what I was formed into because of all the resources I've been taking. But times and season had a way of telling me that what should come first. The market responded to copywriting more than every other thing I tried in the marketplace. But truth be told, I did not really test all sectors to the fullest. But I just stick to the one that was able to produce income quicker, and that was copywriting. I don't want to take you around how I was able to test all these things to know that whether copywriting is the one or not, but it was easy. I affiliated for a copywriting course and I saw how people were buying copywriting course and I saw how people were like going into copywriting. So I decided to like streamline all my energy in copywriting. Now I had to start loving copywriting, and I had to start loving copywriting forcefully in a way that the people who listening to me would have no clue that this was not the plan. Sometimes when you find the market, you just need to conform. The market will always pay you for conforming. A lot of us want to do our thing. A lot of us want to like teach some things that people are not interested in. When you find that thing that people are interested in and it can make you quick cash, at first you can start it. You would conform. You can conform into it, especially when it is just, when it is something good, but maybe you just don't like it because you feel like there's something else. Today I am an authority in copywriting niche. Yes, because I was able to like stay, I was able to conform, and I was able to build in this place. My initial goal was just to teach people how they can monetize their knowledge, turn their knowledge to profit. But today the game has changed totally for me. Now, because of that, because that was what I had results in. You understand? I wanted to teach people how to monetize their knowledge because I had results in that aspect. Sometimes what you have results in, a lot of people may not be interested in learning it at that point, or it may work, but if there is something that's going to pay you faster, then you just conform into it immediately and start, milking it on. And by the time you're milking it, you're building your main thing. You understand? So me teaching you about this thing right now, it's the initial goal. It has, imagine, this was the initial goal, but I had not made enough money there. I just made money from a little bit of some product I sold. But when I got into copywriting, this same thing I wanted to teach initially was the thing I was doing. So I think I was gathering a lot of experience. So now coming back to like teach monetizing your knowledge, how you can monetize, you should know that I already have a lot of success in it. Not just success in it, I have a lot of passion and I have a lot of proof to show that this sector work. You understand? So, but the truth be told, not many people were really interested in, that monetization, knowledge monetization at first. So I just had to like stick to the one that people want, which is copywriting. Now, this business model is the reason why I have made over 8 figures in a short time online. When I say 8 figures, I don't mean 1 million, I don't mean 2 million. I mean from 10 million above to 20 million, 30 million. You understand? So all I did was to create a helpful product that people paid and even thanked me for paying. So I created a helpful product in the copywriting niche. You understand? I was doing the knowledge monetization in the copywriting niche. That means I was monetizing my knowledge in the copywriting niche, and I was getting paid heavily. So you may be saying, but Susie, all these things you're saying is plenty talk. Let us go. Let me tell you how you can also position yourself as an authority for profit. Now that you believe that it's possible, let us talk about where you plant your own success. You believe it's possible because we talked about the law of belief and the law of cause and effect, whereby if you believe something will work, it will definitely work. If you don't believe something will not work for you, then it will definitely not work for you. So now that you believe that you have a place in that thing you say you want to do, let us test it and see whether it is working. Let us test it and see whether the market wants it. You understand? So let's go down into it. Now you may be asking yourself, Boss Uzi, why is this niche? Why does it matter a lot? You can't sell everything to everyone. If you sell everything to everyone, then you're just a generalist. The riches is in the niches, and I'm a proof of that. Why clarity creates opportunity and focus? Why clarity creates opportunity? Clarity creates authority. When you have clarity, and you're also going to have the focus to attract buyers, because when you're in one place, everybody knows that, hey, you're the go-to person in this industry. It creates authority and focus people to buy from you, and it helps people buy from you. So let's go over to the 3 markets in the online space. Now, the 3 markets in the online space are the health niche, the wealth niche, and the relationship niche. Now, anything you're doing online can center around any of these 3 markets, whether it is health, relationship, or wealth. What is health? Health niche is the one that people always want to look good and feel better. You understand? So anything about helping people look good and feel better is the health niche. Why the wealth niche is everyone wants to make and manage money. So if you can help people make and manage money in that thing you're doing, then you're in the wealth niche. Then the relationship niche, everyone wants love, connection, or respect. These are evergreen oceans. You can build inside of them, not outside, especially as a beginner of monetizing your knowledge. Now, the sub-niche market formula, in any of all these 3 top niches, there are always sub-niches in them. Like the wealth niche, you have online businesses and you have copywriting. Like fitness, like health, we have fitness. And inside fitness, we have weight loss for mom. It is streamlined. It is centered around just one thing. Under relationship, we have dating and we have building confidence for men. You understand? So there are also a lot of things like you may be asking, Boss Uzi, where does parenting comes in? Boss Uzi, where does personal development comes in? Does personal development help people make money, or does it help people increase their health? Does it help people in their relationship? Then personal development should be added to any of this. Relationship, does it help people build connection more with their family? Then it should be added in relationship. Does it help people make money? Then it should, if this focus is number one, if the focus is make money and manage money, it is wealth. If the focus is make people feel good and look better, it is health. If the focus is relationship, connecting people, helping people love, connect more, and being respected, then it is relationship. So how to identify your own niche? There are 4 indices I'm going to give you that you can use to identify your own niche. Number 1, what problem do I understand deeply? Number 2, what do I love teaching or talking about? Number 3, who can afford to pay for that solution? And number 4, the pain, is the pain urgent enough to make them buy? Now let's run through it again. Number 1, the problem. What problem do you understand deeply? Something you love and you want to solve. What do you like teaching or talking about? What can people afford? Can people afford to pay for your solution? And number 4, is the pain so much urgent that it makes people buy? So any niche you have, any business you have, run it through all these 4 indices and you would know whether the market will pay you or not. These are examples of niches that works in Nigeria. Number 1, online high income skills like copywriting, like teaching online high income skills like copywriting, sales, trading, everything about teaching high income skills. Now, this is what's making money. It helps people make money. Number 2, mini importation. You understand? Mini importation. People want all these things are making money niches. You understand? But these are what works in Nigeria. Affiliate marketing, ebook, digital product creation, WhatsApp automation, and a lot like relationship for girls, for guys, how to make your lover love you more, all those kind of things. These are the things that work in Nigeria. And hot niches like let's look at number 4, pain, the urgent pain enough that it is painful enough that people can buy, like chronic diseases, like people that have hypertension, and anytime they see any drug that treats all those kind of things, they will rush and buy. Arthritis and all these things, they will rush and buy. Health things that don't make people sleep well, they will rush and buy. So the authority advantage, when you pick a niche, you become known for one thing, just like Boss Uzi is known for copywriting more than other things. I can transition later on, but for now, everybody knows me for what? Copywriting. Now, people trust specialists, they don't trust generalists. Example, a sales copy coach sounds more credible than an online business expert. What is the meaning of online business experts? When you're streamlined, when you call yourself a sales copy coach, people understand that, hey, this guy, what does he do? He teaches sales copy and he's a coach in that. You understand? So building credibility fast. How to build your credibility fast? Number 1, document your process. Teach what you learn daily. Share your student or client results online. Be consistent with one's message and tone. Now, let us test the demand for your particular product. This is how to test the demand for your products. Number 1 is search for your topic on LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook. Are people talking about it? Are people throwing ads on that particular thing? Number 2, what are people asking question about? How can you test the market? How can you test your market that this thing is going to work for you? Are people really asking about it? Number 3, are people already selling the products in it? If yes, then the market exists. All you just need to do is you just need your own angle. You just need your own angle. You craft the market demand. Just put it in a way that, you just need to craft the marketing message to fit you. You understand? So let's even use, for example, copywriting that I do. I go online and I find people and I type copywriting. Are they copywriting content online? Yes. Number 2, are people really engaging in it? Yes. On YouTube, check it. On Facebook, yes. Then check the comment section. What are people saying about it? What are people asking? What is the ratio of content? What is the, you also test, are people even willing to pay for it? How do you test? There's only one way to test it, by creating the content and by creating a product to sell. I keep telling everyone that there's only one place, there's only one way to test whether a product will really sell or not, is when you create it and you vie to sell it using the right strategies. The right strategy is important. Remember this thing, don't ever forget, the strategy is more important than the product, but the product is what is going to give the strategy momentum. Understand? Without the product, you can't have strategy, and without the strategy, your product is going to just be with you. But at the end of the day, I personally am interested in, the most important thing is the strategy, because a lot of us have intelligence, a lot of us have written books, you've written courses, you've done a lot of things, you have intelligence to sell, but many of us don't have the strategies. Now, you can also tell your story of what you've discovered in your niche. Example, copywriting. You can just come up and say, I used to be a XYZ person, but now I'm now this person. I've been able to use copywriting. Copywriting changed my life. Talking about your story online, talking about your story online can attract traction, can actually help you check if there's actually validity in this thing you're trying to teach. Now, let me tell you something. You can also use the confusion before clarity. How picking one thing turned into everything for you. These are just story angles that you can use. These are just story angles that you can use to share your content. Because to be honest with you, if you really want to know whether what will work, firstly is to test it in the marketplace. How do you test it? You test it by, number one, creating content, doing your own test. Are people also creating content on that thing? Then if yes, then your content will probably move as well. But if it doesn't move as well, you keep on going. There needs to be a lot of, before you go ahead and create any product, there need to be a lot of testing, you need to be sure that this thing, there is a need for it, and you need to have that burning desire to solve people already existing problem. Now, the market opportunities today, when it comes to digital skills plus knowledge packaging, is equal to leverage. One thing about digital knowledge monetization is that all you just need to have is some digital skills and just the ability to package your knowledge. And guess what? You're going to print money on demand, like endlessly, because people pay for transformation, not just information. Now, if you're able to use your digital skills to be able to to tell people, send emotion that CEO, I'm capable of giving you that transformation you're looking for, not just information, then the sky is your limit to how much you're going to sell. For example, turning your knowledge into an ebook, mini courses or coaching. Guess what? People will not just pay because you have knowledge on these things. People will pay because there's a demonstration of transformation in those products. That is why you also, and one of the ways to give people a semblance that they will have transformation is when you create content. When you create content, people begin to see that, hey, I think I can succeed here. You understand? So the authority one commands. When you master your topic, your voice becomes valuable. People start quoting you, sharing your words, paying for your mentorship. The journey from student to practitioner to teacher to leader. This is how the journey is. I was once a student of copywriting. I became a practitioner of copywriting. I became a teacher of copywriting. Now I now teach people how to also get on board, just like I am teaching you right now. So you can see how the journey goes. You must be a student first, a practitioner, a teacher, and a leader. In the next class, I'm going to show you how to turn your clarity into cash. Remember, I told you that it is number one, you need to have words, the mindset. Number two, you need to choose your niche. Number three, the strategy is the most important thing. The strategy is the important thing. Just like the ideation, like the creation stage, the ideas in your mind, the concept, after the ideas, the conceptualization, that is, joining all these things together, testing the market and all. Then the next thing is the strategy. What strategy are you going to use? What are you going to package your product into? Are you going to package it into an ebook, course, membership? What is the best one for your particular solution? In the next class, we are going to uncover that. I'm going to show you how to package your knowledge, create your own product, and sell it, even if you are just starting out. So if you're ready, then don't miss the next class. And the assignment right now for you is I want you to write 3 possible niches and sub niche you can dominate in. Then I want you to test it online on TikTok, on Facebook, on Instagram, and check if it will work. With that being said, see you in the next class.